Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about one of my later cornets. It's a King Master cornet. It was built in 1953, 54. It was made by the White Company, which there were some subsidiaries of American Standard, and I'm not sure exactly how all that turned out, but essentially the company that's on the horn and the company that probably made a lot of the instruments is the King Company. This particular model was made from the mid 30s to the mid 60s. It is, in my opinion, and in the opinion of a lot of other people, one of the best cornets ever made. It was so good that it was copied by Conn, and their number was 36A. And ultimately, I don't know if it was ever an official lawsuit, but they agreed to stop making their 1936 Concert Grand. Supposedly, this horn is a little bit lighter in tone, and as a result, King was able to make it a little bit darker, which at the time they obviously wanted, and a lot of other people did. But the way I look at it, it's a relatively dark horn. A lot of it will depend on the mouthpiece. The deeper the mouthpiece cup, the darker the sound is. Ultimately, also, the Olds Music Company copied the horn a little bit later, probably after King went out of business, and they called it their studio model. Very similar to the design of this thing. This thing has an unusual wrap in that it's pretty wide wrap here. The lead pipe extends to a micro tuner, and it's kind of nice because you can get a real fine tune with it. You screw it counterclockwise and it pushes the tuning slide out. You turn it clockwise and then you'll have to push it back in. Otherwise, once you tune it in concert B flat, or as it is C on the cornet, the rest of the notes are really in pretty good tone. Typically, you'll have to adjust the first and the third slides to get it really good. And typically C sharp on a cornet or a trumpet is so sharp that you really have to work on lipping it down, or some of them have a first finger trigger. This one doesn't require it. It's that good. What's kind of unique about it is after it goes through the tuner, it goes around, the wrap goes around the other side of the horn up and in the third valve. In the Conn 36A, it extends actually a little bit further and then enters into the third valve, and that extra bend, an extra 90 degrees, gives it a little bit darker tone, supposedly. I have one of those, but it's a long story. It's getting fixed right now due to my stupidity. But at any rate, it'll be nice to compare this to the Conn 36A Concert Grand. But I really like this horn, and I have a lot of other horns that I like and probably play better. But the thing of it is, this thing is so on tune and it sounds so good. It's probably going to be my main horn. I've said that before through many other horns, but that's the way it looks now. This particular one, again, it's a 1953-54. The valves in it, when I saw these valves on the internet in the horn, I said, that's me. It was kind of funny because people were bidding on it, and the price kept creeping up and at the last maybe hour or two, people were up to the buy it now price was $275, and the bidding was already up to $175. So I said, "Are you kidding me?" So I just went and bought it. You know, there's probably a lot of people kicking their butt right now, especially when you look at these valves. These valves are just thing is kind of unbelievable. It's that nice. It was obviously redone in the not too distant or past times. Who knows when? Obviously sometime within the last 25 years. Gotta make sure I put the valve in right. It's very embarrassing when you put it in and it doesn't play. So just to give you a little bit of feel for how it sounds. I just love the horn. I did quite a bit of cleaning up on it, and so as a result, it looks pretty nice. It's been somewhat delacquered, so I took a lot more lacquer off. Maybe someday I'll get it re-lacquered. Who knows? But the thing has virtually no dents in it. All the slides are free. It's just a great horn. If you ever get to pick one up, boy, I can't recommend it any higher. It's just a wonderful horn. So, well, thanks for your interest. I have some other videos of some other horns. Hopefully one of these days, when I spend a couple extra bucks and my horn guy gets around to fixing the 36A, I'm very anxious to try it. It's almost good I screwed it up, because if I would have, I probably would have been playing both of them, and who knows, I may not have given this the chance that it really needed. So, all worked out. Must have been God's plan. So, at any rate, thank you for watching. Have a good one.